Welcome to tonight's meeting, landing pages that make the phone ring, because that's what it's all about. It's not about being pretty, although it's nice when it's pretty. It's about really getting people to take action and convert into clients. So to start, I want to start with an analogy. I want you to imagine a store that never advertises. They never do. And they have zero signage in the aisles. None whatsoever. And they don't bag your groceries either. They just don't do it. And in order to get in the door, they charge you a fee. How does that sound for you? You probably would react like that, right? That's absolutely crazy. Well, welcome to Costco. That's Costco. They don't advertise. They don't have signage in the aisles. They don't bag your groceries, and you have to pay to get in. So how did they figure this out? So let's first look at the numbers of Costco. Costco is second in the United States to Walmart. Second. I mean, it's a huge undertaking. And Costco carries 4,000 items in their stores compared to 100 to 150,000 in a Walmart supercenter. So what did they understand that other people do not understand? They understand conversion, which is what we're going to be talking about. Conversion. How do you convert people? So there are several rules of Costco is following that I want you to keep in the back of your mind. And next time you're going to be in Costco, you're going to be looking at this, I think, slightly differently. The first one is less is more. That's a great rule. Less is more. Costco is known for having a small inventory compared to Walmart. See, Costco doesn't have like 100 different bottles of red wine for you to select. They just have a few dozen. And they actually, out of that dozen, they're going to have 2 Bordeaux's and 2 Napa Valley. So it's kind of like chocolate, vanilla, choose. See, what actually is really interesting is faced with too many choices, we actually get confused and we get blocked. We get stuck. We don't know. You go into cereal aisles, I'm like, oh my God, I'm completely overwhelmed. That's not the Costco model. Costco models is this week, we have 2 kinds of cereals. That kind and that kind. Which one do you want? The second thing is scarcity. That's absolutely brilliant. One of the things with the Costco is, for example, the special kinds of tennis shoes they have. That's what they have this week. That's what's going on. It's the scarcity. So it's like if you don't buy it now, it may never be back again. By the way, for the last 10 years, I've been buying the similar types of tennis shoes at Costco for $29.95. They're dark tennis shoes with white soles. They're never the same brand, but that's what they have on stock that week. And I get them because, oh, that's the one I like and I want to grab them. So it's scarcity. The third one is free samples. I mean, I don't know if I'm guilty of that. You know, I'm hungry. Let's go to Costco. You know, they're going to have free food. They're going to have a little chicken, a little soup, a little pasta, a little thing, all kinds of stuff. I mean, I'm leaving Costco and I'm full. But really, overall, they make it easy. You know, it's just really, they have the large cart, the big old cart. You can get your stuff. They have the flatbed. It's well organized. The aisles are wide. You go in, you grab your stuff. You wait in line for 20 minutes and you're out of there, right? But overall, they're making it easy. And who could forget $1.50 for a hot dog and a soda in 2017? I mean, this has been going on for how many years now? I don't know. I think 20 years has been $1.50 for a hot dog and a soda. So these are the things that I want you to keep in the back of your mind in terms of thinking for landing pages that convert, because there are some elements there that are absolutely brilliant for us. So today's agenda, we're going to talk about the rules of engagement, right? How do you engage? The myth and truth about landing pages. Callers, we're going to talk about callers tonight. Common mistakes, essential elements of a landing page, what you need to have on a landing page in order for it to convert. Techniques for offers and events. So if you have an offer, a special offer, a product or a service with a special offer or an event, these are going to apply to that. And then at the end, I'll have a bonus with few persuasive words to use either in your copy or in the title. Now, here is the good news. First of all, I'm recording this session, so you'll be able to see it from beginning to end. And I will also make those slides available. So if you want to take all kinds of notes, have at it. There's a lot of slides. We're going to go through it. But you will have a copy of this. The video is going to take a couple of weeks, but the slides, I can give you that by tomorrow. And I'll post them on the Meetup group. All right. So the rules of engagement. Let's get started. So here is the thing, and I tell that to every single one of my clients. When someone lands on your website, regardless what you do, regardless whether you're a doctor or a lawyer, you sell candy, you have an accounting firm, you are digital marketing, they're coming with two questions in their minds, and only two questions. And the first question is this for me? And the second question is, can I trust you? That's it. There's nothing else that's going. And those questions are answered in 5 seconds. Not in 5 minutes, not in 10 minutes, not scrolling, not clicking to the buttons and looking at page and scrolling down. This happened in a split second. Look at your own behavior. When you're looking for something, you go on Google, you type whatever you're looking for, you're going to get some results, and the first thing is you're going to avoid the ads like they're the plague, and then you're going to go in the organic results, and you're going to click on that, and then the website is going to open up, and you don't even know what decisions you've made, but you've made a decision right there. And that decision is, this is for me, or this is not for me. And if this is not for me, boom, you're out. And then you go to the next one. You open that one, and you say, is this for me? And then it looks, all of a sudden, yeah, that looks for me. And then the second question you're asking yourself, well, can I trust you? We're going to talk about how you actually answer those. But these are the two questions. So you need to remember that when you're doing a page. So it's actually 3 to 5 seconds. The stats are clear on that. This is how fast we're making a decision. Okay? So the rules of engagement. Don't send traffic to your homepage. And the conversion happen on the landing page, right? But don't send people to your homepage. If you're selling a product and service, this doesn't. Your homepage is not the holy grail of your thing. Like a specific product or a service is where the conversion is going to happen, right? So if you're a dentist, for example, which I have a dentist as a client, teeth cleaning is where the conversion is happening because what I'm looking for is teeth cleaning. Right? So if I'm looking for a lawyer, I'm not necessarily looking for just a run-of-the-mill lawyer. I'm looking for a DUI lawyer. So that's the page that the conversion is going to happen on. Be clear and be relevant. Right? And rules of engagement. You have to be super clear, and you have to make sure that you're answering the question, is this for me? Be relevant to that. So be as clear as possible and as relevant as possible. Okay. So let's look at a case example here. Actually, it's going to be interesting. Let's do a test. So the question is that you have in your background is this for me? And can I trust you? You ready? Let's go. Okay, 2, 3. Okay, great. And this one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. So what were these websites about? What was the first website about? It was a dentist, right? Right? So if you're looking for a dentist, is this for you? No, it's not for you over there. It's not for you because it's a lady. I don't know why, but it's a dentist, right? What about the second one? What was the second one about? Real estate. Okay, great. Let's go and take a look at it. It's actually a dentist too. And it was amazing. It's actually a dentist in West Palm Beach. I was absolutely floored by it. That's a dentist. That's westpalmbeachdentist.net. I am not kidding. This guy is selling oceanfront properties on his website. Makes no sense whatsoever. So if you're looking for, is this for me? And you have 3 seconds, you're going to land on this website and you have absolutely no clue at what you're looking at. I mean, you don't know. I mean, does that mean that the dentist office is in those buildings? It makes no sense. And even and if you look at the comparatively to the one before, this one says general cosmetic dentistry. It says the opening hours at the top. It actually says porcelain veneers. There it says our services. The Eric Meller has a little teeth next to it. And then you're looking at that. right? It makes no sense, right? So, and actually, you know, we're laughing about this, but there's a lot of websites that are like that. I actually was having the argument with a law firm that insisted on having a landscape view of the city of Fort Lauderdale on their homepage, with the 110 tower, downtown tower in the back, and then some boats in the front. And I had to argue with them, and I says, it does not communicate law firm. I don't know what it communicates, but I can tell you it does not communicate law firm. You know, especially in a 3-second rule. All right, so rules of engagement. What service each website's offered? Less is more. That is one of the rules that you must have on your website. Let's look at this website. That is also a dentist. Less is, I mean, I'm not kidding. This is a dentist in West Palm Beach. That is the landing page for dentist West Palm Beach. It's a lot of stuff. I don't even know where to start. I mean, I don't even know. Like, all this text and whatnot is crazy. All right, so I compared to this one. Professional teeth cleaning. You know, that is one version of it, and that's the other version of it. One is like the picture of someone getting their teeth cleaned. It says professional teeth cleaning, and it has the contact on the right side. It's just less is more. It's super efficient. It really says everything that it needs to say, and it works. All right, let's talk about myth and truth about landing pages. So the first one is the above the fold myth, that everything, and that's, you could actually see it with a couple of the one that had like too much information. Like, why they built the website on the premise that everything has to be above the fold. And what it produces a page that is completely like, I don't know how to say it. I think it's unwatchable is the word I'm looking for. But you just can't be with it. Just, you don't even know what to look at. There's just so much stuff on it, because they had an argument about everything that had to be their social media buttons, the links to this, like all this, that's navigation, all this text, and all of it makes no sense whatsoever. So the above the fold myth is a complete myth. You don't have to have everything above the fold. The only thing you have to have above the fold is this for me? That's the answer you need to have, and that's a 3-second. The second that question is answered, and the answer is yes, then they'll scroll. People will scroll. They'll scroll actually, 10 pages long. As long as there's stuff to scroll, they'll scroll. And as long as it's interesting, they'll do it. For example, you look at this page. It's a law firm. I mean, at the top here, where you're seeing at the top, yeah, that's the thing. That picture here, just, it's personal injury law firm. It describes a person that may be in pain next to a car accident. So the question is this for me? If I'm looking for someone that's going to help me with my personal injury, probably related to an accident, that answers that. And you see a lot of the information is below the fold. The fold is about right here. Right there, there's actually a contact information, there's a form, there's a video, how can we help, a whole bunch of stuff. We didn't have to cram all this stuff above the fold. What we had to do at the top was answer that question. Your screen resolution truth. The answer is with Google Analytics. That is also a thing that we're dealing with a lot of clients, which is desktop versus tablet versus phone. How do we have to build it, and what do you think? And I'm like, I don't think anything. I don't have an opinion on the matter. Your visitors have an opinion on the matter. And if you go to Google Analytics, well, it tells you right there. If you go to Google Analytics, audience, mobile, and overview, it will tell you exactly, and this is for the, I believe the length of time was a month or we look for a bunch of time. It says 69% of the traffic on that website is mobile. Guess what they should pay attention to? Their mobile layout. It's like, I could say, well, we need to have a beautiful desktop version, but for 70%, 7 out of 10 people coming to your website, what is it going to, their experience of your website is going to be on a mobile device. I would spend an enormous amount of time doing that, okay? The one that's actually really interesting stat, which was produced by, I believe it was Wishpond or WordStream. No, it was WordStream. That was actually had the average conversion in the last 12 months on B2B website, business to business, was 13.28%. So it basically, 9 people out of 10 on your website will not convert. 90% of the website. And on commerce was actually just below 10%, which is pretty much, in the law of averages, is pretty much 9 people out of 10 will not convert on your website. Right? There's going to be only one. You can look at it and saying, wow, that's pretty bad. I just didn't think it was that bad, but it's just, it doesn't matter. What it does is it gives you a measuring stick. If you're looking at your website and you're looking at your conversion, if you're doing 15 to 20%, well, you're doing really good. If you have 5%, well, it sucks, right? You gotta improve it. So it just, all it does is it gives you a line in the sand, okay? So let's talk about colors, because I think it's colors, and I know I have some designers in the room. I know I have one here. So I think colors are really important conversion because they set the mood, especially if you come from the premise that is this for me. I think it's going to be important to have a color that is consistent with what you're selling. So let's look at the colors. So yellow, or it's really pale, but there's a yellow website in the background. If you want to go with a yellow tone, yellow is optimistic, youthful, it grabs attention. Red, it's energy, urgency. It's often used by clearance and sales, so it gives you a sense of urgency. It can work with some. Actually, what's really interesting is McDonald's is completely red. Energy and urgency, that's what they decided to go with. But it's very vibrant. Orange is aggressive as a color, but it's great for CTA buttons. CTA stands for call to actions. So it's a great color for a button because it will pop on the page, and I'll show you a couple of examples of that. Pink, romantic, feminine, great for women only. If you want to turn off guys like me, make your website completely pink. I mean, I have an allergic reaction to it. It's like, holy crap, what is this? And it's obviously if you're a guy, it's not a color that's attractive to guys. It's very feminine, and so I know a couple of websites, women conferences that have decided to go all pink. And I had a conversation with them, and I says, "Are you trying to exclude men from it?" And he says, "No, men are welcome." And I says, "Well, you might consider changing the color a little bit. Have some pink, but like tone it down a little bit. Bring different colors." Blue, trust and security, used a lot by banks and accountants. So if you want to convey a feeling of trust, you could go with blue. Green, used by a lot of wealth, finance, and entertainment websites. It's the easiest color on the eyes. I did not know that. Green is the one that we easiest on the eyes. Purple, soothing and calm. Beauty, aging products. It's no surprise that it's used by a lot of spas and a lot of well-being and a lot of yoga. They use a lot of purple. Different shades of purple, obviously, but that's if you want to convey that, that's actually really good. And black. Black, powerful and sleek, luxurious, sophisticated. No surprise that Mercedes-Benz and BMW and Lexus, they use a lot of black and a lot of silver, those dark colors. It conveys that message of sophistication and luxury. Okay? So these were the colors. Okay? Now let's talk about 5 common mistakes that we see on websites when it comes to landing pages. So those are the things you don't want to do. Okay? The first one is websites that are too self-important. Which means by being clever versus being clear, right? Being clever can actually work, but it's a very, very difficult thing to pull off. More of the time, you're going to fall flat on your face. What's funny to you, what's clever to you, may not be to me, right? I mean, it's just like humor is very subjective. So I would say instead of being clever, try to be clear. It can work. The Geico is a perfect example. They're very clever. They're very funny. They've put a lot of their campaigns around it. But it's very difficult to pull off, and the vast majority of us don't have that creative genius to being that funny. Sounding impressive versus sounding relevant. So, look at me, how big we are. Oh, that just doesn't work. Be relevant. Like I don't, if you, it's just, it never lands right, for most of us. And then the third one is marketees versus readable. Actually we're seeing less and less. Marketees is people using big words to put emphasis around what they are selling, and they're making it sound like really, really big and really like fancy words and whatnot. Avoid that. Just talk straight and be readable. Actually, write the way you talk. That would be the recommendation. All right, number 2 common mistakes is being impatient. Buy now, join now, do it now. Now. When is the time to do it? Now. In your face. You're like, take it easy. Seabiscuit, I just got started on your page. Let me process that information. Too coy. I see it on some websites. Afraid to ask. They're not even how do I get a hold of those people? Like there's no phone number, there's no call to action, there's no form. It's difficult. Just at least ask. Make the request. Or too much text. Like we saw on the other website. No, by the way, you need text on your website. Where are my SEO people? William, Ricky. You need text on your website for SEO because we need to embed keywords and whatnot. Here is the bad news. Nobody, and I mean nobody, reads it. We don't. We don't read it. We skim at best. We don't read. And then I have a copywriter in the back, right? You write email marketing, right? Yeah, slash and burns. Yeah, people don't read. We just don't read. But we need to have some text. But we're not gonna read it. Just avoid having way too much text. Lack of credibility. There is no reviews or no credible affiliations. No reviews. Or what I see a lot of websites do is they have a tab for reviews. So if I'm so inclined, I can go and click on the tab and read the reviews. And I've yet to see a website or a company or product and services that's putting a bad review on their website. They'd be out of their mind. So they're not very credible, first of all, and then they're not in context. I'm looking for teeth cleaning, so now I'm like, okay, I'm enrolled, this is for me. Yes, I can trust you, you look reliable and whatnot, but now I gotta go and navigate all the way over there to go and see the reviews. The reviews needs to be part of that context, right? All right, so now we're going to cover the 16 essential elements of a landing page that convert. So the first one you do, that's a really... Hey guys, so a little bit of a different setting. Here is what happened. During the presentation, my camera died. And I'm not quite sure what happened, if it was the V card or the camera, but something happened that the rest of the presentation didn't get recorded. So this is the presentation, the rest of the presentation. So where the camera died is when I was about to jump into 16 elements of a landing page. What the 16 things you should have on your landing page in order to make it effective. So let's get started. The first one is an awesome headline. Short, simple, result-oriented, and a strong headline. So what I mean by that, let me show you an example of how it looks like. This is a law firm's website, and then you can see it says debt collection attorney, and then there is a headline underneath that explains what the main headline. So obviously this is a debt collection attorney, so it's describing what this page is about. So it needs to say, this is what it's about. And then understand, it says, understand your rights as a business owner and consumer when it comes to debt collection. Right? It explains that, and then it says there's two subtitle there, how can we help, and how do I win a debt collection lawsuit. This is very clear when you land on this web page what this page is about. It's going to be about debt collection. They're telling you how they can help you, and then they're telling you how you can win. Right there, looking at this page, you're getting a sense of what this is about. So that's what we mean by
awesome headline that really sets the tone about what this page is about. Now, the second thing you need is an amazing picture, right? Just one. Not 12 pictures, not a whole bunch of collage of stuff, not a slider, just one good picture. And no stock photos allowed, right? Stock photos are completely off limit. Most people can't relate to them. They're looking at this, they're saying, oh, that's a bunch of stock pictures of people that you found on iStock, and all these people are not working for your company. So, don't go with stock photo. Have good pictures. You can hire a photographer to give you good pictures of your company. And remember the 3-second rule, right? People are going to land on your website, and within 3 seconds, they're going to answer the question, is this for me? Let me show you the example. This one. This is Molly Burkholm's website, and she is about expression of true self. You're looking at Molly within 3 seconds. If you are looking for those types of servicing, empowering leaders, unlocking potential, she's all about yoga, she's all about well-being. This picture, and by the way, the website is about her. This website in this picture does that. It communicates that. Now, some people may want to look for something that's more corporate. What I would answer the question, no, this is not for me. But for people that are looking for someone that is very zen, very smiling, very open, that is going to talk to you about self-expression, Molly is a great fit. Do you get it? It's just a very powerful picture that within 3 seconds tell you this is for you. All right, next. Explanation why. Why do you do what you do? What makes you special? That actually is really important. A lot of websites are going directly into what they do and how they do it, but you need to say why. That's really important. So, leadership coaching. This is a perfect example of that. I believe in people. I believe in dreams. I believe in progress. This is why he does what he does. Now, this may be enrolling to you, and this may not be. But if that's what you're looking for, you may not even know you're looking for. But you seeing this, you're saying, "Wow, this is why this guy does that." Because he believes in people, he believes in dreams, and he believes in progress. That is really enrolling if you're the type of guy that is looking for, or woman that is looking for that. So this is what I mean by the why. Now, next, a clear value prop and the benefits. What will I gain? How is my life going to be better if I buy this product? Let me show you how that looks like on a website. So this is Action Coach Team Sage. Better control over your business, right? That's the value prop. You're going to get better control over your business. And then when you grow your business using our system, you get control of your business like the thousands of other businesses around the world. That's the value prop. You're going to get control of your business. And that's actually very interesting for a lot of business owners. So that's the value prop. That's how they defined it, right? Now, essential elements, the logical flow. So I'm seeing that on a lot of websites where they have the form here and they have the testimonial there, and then they has a why here and a how, and it's like all over the place. This is not how it works. The way it works is top line explanation, then benefits, then the testimonial, then the call to action. Right? So you're explaining what you do, you give the benefit, then the testimonial, then the call to action. And the other elements, but that is the flow. You can repeat that multiple times on your landing page, but that's the flow. It's not the testimonial all the way at the top or the call to action all the way at the top. The call to action comes after you had the explanation, the benefits, the testimonial, and the call to action. Right? All right. Number 6, identify the pain. What is the pain? What is the problem? What is the issue? Why is it that people would need your product and services? If you don't identify what the potential pain could be, or the issue, the problem that people have, then, they may not relate to your product. They may not think that you understand what they're dealing with, right? So let me give you an example. If you're looking at this Robert Malov's website, which is a DUI attorney in Fort Lauderdale, look at that. You're seeing a picture of a guy, like the picture is giving you that answer, and it says get illegally obtained evidence thrown out of court. No, that is actually makes complete sense. Okay, next. All right, something about pleasure. Imagine a world with. So now that you've identified the pain, visually and on with the text, you want to talk about, well, what are the benefits? Imagine a word. How is that going to make me feel better? So imagine, if you're talking about the DUI, imagine your case being thrown out of court. Imagine if we can actually prove that there's no evidence, or the evidence are not strong enough to prove that you had a DUI. Like, imagine not having to pay thousands of dollars in fees. Imagine being able to drive within 2 weeks after a DUI. That is the type of stuff that you want to put. Like, you identified the pain. Now you're saying, okay, now imagine if it looked like that. That's something about pleasure. Okay, next. You can look at the, so in this particular case, sorry, I went back and forth here. In this particular case, you can see this company, which is Conversion Lab. They're saying, we give you increased results every time. That is the thing that you're going to get out of using their product after they've identified the potential pain. They'll boost the effect. They'll improve your ROI. They'll give you quick results. That is the type of stuff that you're going to get if you use their product. Get it? All right, cool. Number 8. Trustworthy testimonial. So what we mean by trustworthy is like testimonial that actually look like they're real testimonial, like not stuff that you made up, or like your mother wrote a testimonial and it sounds like, oh my God, this guy's the best ever, but it actually looks real. And it's relevant to your product and service that you're saying. So obviously we just had the DUI, right? So if you have a DUI page, well, you want to make sure that the testimonial there is about DUI. It's not about something else. Like, you could be a law firm, you could do a lot of different, you could do personal injury, you can do, debt collection, you could be doing commercial litigation. You want to make sure that the testimonial is consistent with the product, right? And it has to have a name, a city, and a photo. Like, the number of testimonials that I see that don't have that, it's not strong enough. Let me show you what I mean by that. Look at this website, Heroic Public Speaking. Each testimonial has a picture, has a name, and has a company. How much more credible that looks like? It looks a lot more credible. Imagine taking the picture away and then the name away, or just having Sue, for example, right? It would just look a lot less credible. It would just look like, well, it's just posted stuff. Now it looks real. Those are actual people that actually said that. There's a picture, a name, and a thing. You could actually put the testimonial to a person. A lot more credible. That's what we mean by that. Having a picture is really, really key. And there's tons of ways of getting the people's picture. First of all, ask them for it. Maybe they have a picture on their Facebook profile, on their LinkedIn profile. You can ask them, can I use that picture? So they don't have to go through, efforts into getting you the pictures. Most of the people will say, sure, use my LinkedIn picture. That's totally cool. Okay, they already put it there. It's not like, you're getting in, it's a thumb. I'm not saying you need to have a huge picture, just a little thumb picture. All right, next. Multiple methods of contact. I cannot tell you the number of websites I go to and I'm like, are you trying to make it difficult for me to engage in business with you? Like, I have to dig in to get an address, or I have to dig in to get a phone number, or I got to dig in for anything. Like, it just gives me one method of contact that I may not want to use. Let me show you what I mean by that. Now, look at this website. This is a dental service in Sunrise, right? It's giving you a form. It's giving you the phone number. It's giving you their social media, and it's giving you a map. See, you and I may be different. Some of you may want to call. Some of you may want to actually just walk in, so you have the map. Some people may just want to fill out a form. Well, I just want to check it out. This is how they want to approach. Or some other people may just want to go and take a look at their social media posts. That's how they're going to get in contact with them. Provide everything. All the methods of contact, not just one. You may prefer that they call you, but I may not want to call you. I may just want to send an email. I may want to fill out a form. Think about the other people out there. What's convenient for them? And I can tell you that multiple forms of contact is the way to go. All right, next, a guarantee. Money back, results, time frame. You need to have some kind of guarantee. What is going to be your guarantee? Now, let's look at this one here. Public speaking is notoriously difficult. Heroic Public Speaking says, we can make you a better public speaker, 100% guaranteed. That's a bold statement, but what kind of guarantee can you do in your business? Can you guarantee that people, if they come to your service, they may not wait more than 10 minutes for service? Can you guarantee some kind of results? What can you look at it? Like, for example, I have a lot of people in the digital marketing space. Well, we can guarantee that, I'm going to give you 100 leads after the thing. But it says, can you guarantee that you're going to improve the rankings of the company? Can you make a guarantee? Like, if you can't do that, then what good are you as a service provider, right? So make a guarantee, like just live by it. And if you don't do it, then give them their money back. Don't be afraid, like that. All right. Powerful CTA. CTA stands for call to action, right? So it's an acronym. CTA, call to action. Use power words. Obvious, colorful, orange. Orange is, we've done a lot of testing. Orange versus green or orange versus blue. Orange always win. Why? Because it shows up. It pops on the page and you see it. But make it personal you and use power word. Let me show you what I mean by that. This website, Conversion Lab, is absolutely awesome. Look at the button. It says, get help with landing page. It doesn't say learn more. It doesn't say more information. It doesn't say contact us. It actually says, get help with landing page. They're about landing page. Conversion Lab, it's a website that actually does that professionally, but that's what they're doing. So, if you're a DUI, for example, get help with your DUI. Does that make sense? That's what I want. I don't want to contact. I don't want to learn more. I want help now. Okay? So that's how you do your CTA. And look at that, orange button. And I also look at this page. They're giving you an orange button with the great CTA. And then underneath that, they're saying they're actually having a guarantee. We give you increased results every time. That is a guarantee. That's a great way to put it. All right, next. Trust indicators, client logos, affiliation, certification explains. What I mean by that would explain. I'm seeing that on a lot of digital marketers' website. They have this logo that's called HubSpot, right? They're HubSpot certified. If you're a digital marketer, you know what that means. But if you're a person out there that is not in digital marketing space, it doesn't mean anything to you. Good for you. You have a certification. You should explain what a HubSpot certification, or if you're a CMP, which is Certified Meeting Planner, what does that mean? What does that mean to me that you are a CMP or a HubSpot? Well, it means that I actually went through a 12-week program to be certified and to understand everything there is to know about contracting, doing this and doing that. Now I'm like, oh, okay, got it. That's what that means. So it's great that you have a certification, but unless I know what it means nothing to me. So let's look at this on the lawyer's website. So for example, they have some logos in the bottom. They have the Florida bar. They're board certified for the Florida bar. Well, it's a credibility tool. It's trustworthy. It just build trust knowing that this particular person has that certification. That should be on all your websites. Okay? Next, videos. Okay, look, we're in 2017. Okay? You need to have videos on your website. I mean, you need to get with a program. We're seeing that videos on the landing page will improve the conversion by 2 to 3 times. 2 to 3 times more conversion with a video, simply a video explaining what this is about. Now, I didn't say a video that sells, saying, hi, this is me, buy my DUI services. No. Remember the website with the debt collection? It actually was explaining something. So when someone is on the landing page, there are things they may not understand. Having a video explain what this is really a great way to get people, first of all, understanding you as being an expert in the field, and then it has them connect with you and saying, you know what, I'm going to call this guy. Example right here, this website, Zabriskie Payne again. What is prior express written content? This is about debt collection. This is a thing, and that thing, I did not give prior express written content. In this video, this lawyer is actually explaining what this means, what it means in terms. So it's not selling, it's not saying, hey, hire me and everything. It's just saying, listen, this is what this means, right? Does that make sense? All right, cool. A and B testing. There's several tools on the market. There's Google Optimize and there's Optimizely. There's actually tons of tools on the market. I just named 2. Google Optimize is free. It's part of the Google platform, and Optimizely is a paid tool. You have to pay a monthly fee to use it. What is A and B testing? It means that if your website is going to be visited by 100 people, 50 people are going to see version A and 50 people are going to be version B. And what it's going to give you the ability to do is to change the buttons, change the picture, change the title, change things on the one version versus the other, and see which one works better. See if having a picture like this works better than having a picture like that. See if having a green button works better than having an orange button, right? You are going to be able to tell which one works better. It's just really an essential element for a landing page. It's like knowing how to, and you constantly are doing this. You know, we test A and B, and then we're seeing A is better. And then we're going to do split the A version and create 2 different versions the next quarter and kind of like test things. Okay, well, what about if we do this or do that? And then we are improving and improving over time. Okay, always looking to improve the conversion. Remember, the average is 13.28%, so it's like 1 out of 10. If you have a page that's actually doing 10% conversion and the next one is doing 15%, this is how you do. Maybe can you bring it to 18%? Can you bring it to 20%? A and B testing will tell you that. Okay. Optimize. Google Optimize is a free tool. You can see actually the page there. You just look for Google Optimize, and it's a tool that you install on your website, and it will give you the ability to do A and B testing. Okay. Impeccable grammar. And I said, I am not knowing. This is literally something I said once. I'm a French speaking guy. I should not do grammar. I don't write the content on my pages because I suck at it. I'm not good at writing copy. It's not my specialty. There are people that are specialists in there, and you should let them do that. Improve copy, hire a pro. Okay. I actually will tell you that people will be completely turned off by you making a grammatical error on your website. They'll just go away, right off the bat. So just make sure you have good copy, that is the grammar is properly built and whatnot. There's this guy, Neville Medora, has a copywriting course, which is really an amazing course. If you want to put your feet into writing content. He has an amazing course to help you how to drive content. He's not the only one, but I really like his style. He's very he's not great for a law firm because it's a little bit off the cuff. I mean, a little bit funny. He has a funny bone, but it's a great way to actually get yourself grounded with what copy for a landing page should look like, because copy for a landing page is not the same thing as writing a brochure. It's not the same thing as writing a book, and it's not the same thing as writing a speech. It's very specific. Okay. All right, next. And the last one, which is the 16th point, remove the ability to navigate. So what I mean by that is I see a lot of websites that have a left or a right column, or they have a whole bunch of navigation to take you away. Don't. If it's about debt collection, then take the people through the process of what debt collection services that you offer means, which the sequence, and don't give them opportunity with a left column with some stuff like, you know, I see a lot of the left and the right column that has other link. You're inviting people to go away. Don't do that. Get them to go through the process of scrolling up and down. Remove extra navigation. Remove extra navigation at the top. Remove extra navigation at the bottom. Don't give them an opportunity to go away. Like this is what we do. This is why we do it. This is how we do it. These are testimonial, all the sequence, and just remove as much navigation to get people away as possible. These were the 16 essential elements of a landing page. Now, next, 7 strategies. I told you at the beginning of the presentation, I was going to give you strategies for events and e-commerce. So the number 1, have an incentive. Save 10% now. Early bird ends on. Goes without saying, but I still see some pages where they don't have an incentive. It's not giving me an incentive to do business right now. Give me a little bit. Throw me a bone. 10%. If you book before 5 o'clock, before September 30th, before November 15th, you will get a 10% down. Give me an incentive. All right. Number 2, limit choices. Don't have too many offers. Remember the Costco model. Less choices, more sales. You give people way too many choices, you will have less conversion. Limit choices. Chocolate, vanilla, choose. That's easy, okay? Look at this form here. You have, three types of pricing, but they've crossed out the $14.95, 2-day only, $9.95. That's the deal, right? It's just very clear. There's only 3 types of pricing, but for the general attendee, it's just boom. That's what it is. Okay. Customer service with a light touch. Yeah, your pop-ups are annoying. I asked in the room, like, who hates the annoying pop-ups, and everybody raised their hands. I know what the marketers are saying. The marketers are saying, yes, but it helps with conversion. I get it. Some people overdo it, right? I think that having a pop-up has its place, but people overdo it. It's too aggressive. It's too in your face. I don't even know if I like you and everything, but immediately you're asking me to subscribe. And I'm like, I have gone away from website. Be careful with those pop-ups asking for people to subscribe and people to think as far as I'm concerned, it's way too annoying to be worth it. Okay. Test drive or free trials. Offer something free. Offer a free trial or test drive or try this. Remember the Costco model. Give me a taste. Like, maybe it's a 30-day free trial. Maybe it's a 10-day free trial. Maybe it's a week free trial. Maybe it's like, get this, give them a taste, give them something, an incentive to try this product or go to this event. Maybe they can go to the Monday morning only, right? We'll just get people in the door, get them to fall in love with what you're doing. All right, real-time social proof. It's very easy to do. You can have live Facebook feed and live Twitter feed where people can actually see the conversations that are going on. It's really important. People, if there is comments or reviews or anything like that, this is really easy to do now. There's tons of plugging for you to put Facebook and Twitter, so there's no reason not to have it. Scarcity and urgency, limited stock. You need to create a sense of urgency, right? It's like this price is today. I'm not saying... I'm not suggesting for you to lie. Like, don't make up urgency, because I've seen some of that. I've seen people that create a make-up urgency, like 2-day only, and you come the next day and it's still there. I'm saying don't do that. Show what is sold out. You can say it ends. You have a special offer and it ends on Friday, or it ends at the end of the month, and then have a countdown. There's only 7 days left, only 6 days left, and then but you have to cut it off. Like, if you're creating a sense of urgency and you're saying it's $100 this week only, and next week it goes at $150, you better have it at $150 next week, because the people that actually bought it because of the sense of urgency will be upset. So if you create a sense of urgency, but don't lie about it. Okay, just be authentic, be real. Okay. Number 7, show the value. You saw on the heroic public speaking, it was $199. Now it's $159. It's a 30% saving. Like, that is the value that you're getting by buying this product now. Like, this display, like, you can actually see it. Oh, wow, that I'm actually saving money. But it had to be $195. Again, don't lie. Right? If it was not $190, don't make stuff up. Like, if it was $199, show that. Now it's $159. You just save 30. You just save 30%, right? So that's the essence of that. All right, bonus power words. Now, power words in the title. These are power words that actually get people to take action. So fast, easy, quick, today, right now, simple, step by step. Now, obviously, it has to apply. Like, I don't know how you would do that with DUI and whatnot, but those are power words in the title that get people to take action, because they're power words. They actually create a sense of urgency and make it, powerful for people to understand what this is about. And then power word in the copy: new, you, free, because, now, imagine, limited, instantly. Those are the keywords. No, by the way, these were based on analysis that were done on thousands of titles and thousands of copies. These were the words that actually were extracted that actually had people take action to get your product. So those are great words. Now, I didn't say go in there and just add them randomly. Just be creative with it, but those are great power words. Okay? So, quick recap of this presentation. We went over the rules of engagement. We did the myth and the truth. We talked about the colors. The colors are also very important. The common mistakes that people do with landing pages, the 16 elements of a landing page, 7 techniques for offers and events, and I give you the bonus for the persuasive words. And this concludes this presentation. Now, if you liked it, please click like. And, if you're on Facebook or if you are on YouTube, please click like, please subscribe, and add your comment. If you have any comments, anything that you would like to ask me about landing pages, we've built hundreds of them over the years. Put your comments right below. I will do my best to answer it as quickly as possible. And on that note, thank you very much.